Welcome everyone to Casual Esports Amateur League VOD playoff casting by the AMO. Midday, when I get a little bit of time, I come at you with all these casts because this month I'm working from home. That means all these get done in the afternoon and I can do stuff in the evening. So hopefully you've enjoyed all of our playoffs so far that have been either casted live or here in the vodcasts by myself. So we have a great match coming up for here. We have Ghostock Actual versus Stars United Esports Club. They in the Piltover division here, number 3 versus number 6 seed. Their head-to-head actually goes in favor of Ghostock Actual. They 2-0'd Swick in week number 2. So all the way back in January. Back on the 29th of January was the last time these two teams played, and it was a 2-0 in favor of GA. So we have a pretty hype match coming for you guys and gals here in the division, and you guys can see the picks and bans and how they went. A lot of these vodcasts, we just go straight into the game because that's what you're here to see. You're not here to listen to me talk about team comps until the action is already happening. So let's go switch on over. And there we are. We are live. And by live, I mean connected via the thing. And it looks like they must have had a pause right away in this match because we got a bunch of ready checks coming out from both the teams here as things are getting spawned. So on the side, team rundown here of GA, Ghostock Actual, generally on top of the orange, Draven Jenner on the Hecarim, Tommy playing the Seraphine mid lane, Joe Killer on ADC Jin, and Cyborg Morgana support. On the side of Stars United Esports Club, and I will mess up their names sometime during this stream. We got the Wookiee Warrior on set, Soul Reaver on the Poppy Jungle, Goiner on mid lane Malzahar, Perseverance on AD Carry Misfortune, and Rocket Tacos on the Bard. So definitely looked like they were setting up for a potential invade, but nothing really happened, so everyone's going to go kind of back to their lanes. Both teams sort of set up for that way, expecting something, but then Wookiee, he's going to get caught not quite out as the horsey. 4 legs, not fast enough to catch the 2-legged man. But we'll see how the rest of this match goes. If you're watching in the stream, don't forget to talk to each other, say what's up. Hopefully you're having a swell Wednesday afternoon. You know, put who you think is going to win this match here. We can go down the lineups here. So set into Ornn. That's set favored until Ornn starts upgrading all the items. Poppy versus Hecarim. So Poppy can actually stop Ornn, his dash part of it, and Hecarim E in. Doesn't really, not a whole lot of dashes though on the side of GC or GA, GAC. I think, what did I put on the screen? I put GC on the screen, so we'll go with that. Nice Morgana bind down here in the bot lane. We're going to have lots of fighting going on down here between all of the champions. Whoever gets better control between the mages. Haven't seen a whole lot of Jhin recently. People are going maybe for the Kaisa and the crit builds more often. Have seen some Morgana. But the double, this, snare into root from Jhin is going to be pretty powerful for the side of the Ghostock Actuals here. So we'll see how successful it is controlling the bot lane as they already pushing in upside in CS. Now the junglers both started on blue, did full blue side clears, and now going over to red. That means Hecarim will be here on the bottom half of the map where his lane is pushing in, versus Poppy's going to be on the top half of the map where his lane is pushing in. So definitely looking to see which one of these setups is better. For gank potential mid lane, Malzahar's going to be able to get the push in on Seraphine until she can get enough mana and ability power to push in. and have played with a bunch of these people before, there is one thing that we like to say is, I love casting games where I know a bunch of players in the game, and I've played games with them before, because then you can sort of look at sort of tendency. Wookiee Warrior, he's always going to be fighting. The bot lane, Perseverance has been known to do fairly well for himself. Reaver got some of the more unique jungle picks coming out from this division. But I've also played up against General before, pretty good, strong tank top laner on the Ornn. We'll see how that goes. And the rest of them, Joe Killer is a great name to be shouting, especially in those team fights when he's picking up the kills. So we'll see how everything else goes here for everyone. It's always enjoyable. Ooh, nice. And there is Goiner. He's going to have to flash out of this one. Poppy's going to come in and push the Hecarim back. Oh my gosh, does no one have Ignite? Flash in. First Blood is going to go over to the Poppy here. Going to go back and get the buckle for the shield as Tommy on the Seraphine runs out of mana and can get the red buff. Is going to maybe try and get in with the buckler auto. Ranged, not going to be enough. As Set's going to pick this one up. Nice counter gank on the side of Soul Reaver. And Set's just going to run in here. He has Flash. He's going to 1Q and then get the pull back in. And here comes Poppy. He's going to get the push back into the minions. Set out of Flash on Seraphine. There's the W! And that's going to be 2 kills on the side of Swack. If I was better with names, it's the Haymaker. I was right. Haymaker. Okay, so with all this action, Dragon has spawned. It's going to be an Air Drake first coming up. We'll see if Hecarim wants to get that. A nice little movement speed coming in for him. And we see definitely Draven Jenner on that Hecarim has gone for the level 2 boots coming out first, while the Poppy has gone for the Phage and tier 1 boots. So definitely can see how it's going in favor, and with the jungle difference. We've definitely seen from the LCS recently and from the other pro leagues that the tier 2 boots is so important about moving around the map because you have to farm fast and you have to be able to gank. You have to kind of be a jack of both trades right now, where and that movement speed is so important coming out of that jungle position. Especially if you can clear relatively healthy with no additional items. We'll see how it particularly goes. So. And we got some fighting in the top lane here. Malzahar with the silence. We'll see what happens. It looks like Set versus Ornn is going to happen. And there is Set now hitting 6. And they're going to see if he does dunk him out of his own ultimate. Great job by the Wookiee Warrior with the pull in here. And they're trying to fight this in. And you got to pop the shield, my man. He's trying to fight this one out. And he's not going to make it down. He's going to go. But Poppy has come in return. He's going to get pushed into the wall himself, as the junglers are both level 5. So Hecarim showing up first was able to capitalize on the flashless Set to take a kill in the top lane. I guess Ornn technically picked that one up, but Hecarim did most of the dirty work. And I just want to say, we've gone down to this bot lane a few times as Poppy's Hecarim are actually going to fight over the Scuttle Crab here as she's getting the buckle shield. And she's going to go back. She's going to take that Scuttle Crab. I just want to say that the Morgana has landed some pretty decent binds down here. And Bard has been able to kind of heal up. But definitely that control from the Morgana and Jhin means that they have, they're the first to back. They're up CS a couple. And Jhin never even had to use a potion. So good job on the bot lane so far for GC. And there's the ult from Seraphine. Double Q and an E. Goiner is gone. Excellent job by Tommy landing all of the button combos. And that's what we like to see in the 1v1s from the mid lane. So up in CS, now up in kills. Takes the 1v1. Looking very strong for the Seraphine. As Hecarim DC'd. Now this is a vodcast, so if they paused it and unpaused it, we'll see here. We won't see that because it just connects and disconnects in vodcast, so No clue how long the actual pause was, but hopefully it wasn't too bad for the players. As Poppy's looking to tower dive with Set up here. Now, Ornn ultimate is not up, but Set ultimate should be up here. And now, a nice W on the side of Ornn, trying to delay, and that means a teleport comes in from Seraphine up top, but that means Hecarim running straight to the dragon as Jhin and Morgana find Bard over here. Now, Poppy's running down here. It looks like they're going to try and push in. Who's going to get this dragon? Yesterday, we saw a ton of dragon steals. Make sure you go over to the YouTube and catch this out. As Perseverance is going to have to cleanse the Morgana bind, but can't cleanse the Hecarim. There's the Jhin. One, and getting stopped by Poppy. That is not fair. Poppy hammered Jhin out of there. The curtain call was extremely short. So these junglers all over the map so far, definitely being the reason, the focal point of their teams and why things are going the way they are. There is the Bard ultimate, and it's going to miss Morgana, though. Is going to flash out, and with the Black Shield, but teleport comes in from Ornn. There's the Ornn ulti, and exhaust down, and Poppy with the knockback prevents Ornn yet again from landing it. This is actually a great team comp, and that's the ult from Morgana. That's going to bind Soul Reaver to death. With the jungler and the AD carry down, this looks like it's going to be an air Drake for the pony, who showed up to just, you know, say hi. Oh, Malzahar with the silence, and there's the ultimate from Misfortune, and there's the ult from Malz. It looks like it's going to get a triple kill as the bullet time absolutely obliterates them. Nice charging by Ornn, and that's a quadra kill for Misfortune. 10 minutes into the game, we get a quadra. She was down after that death, but now it's going to be real in favor because she's now up in gold, right? Yeah, she's now up 700 gold on the Jhin, who was 1-1 and up, and, you know, in 20 CS. And we're going to get an ace. Malzahar takes out the Seraphine. I guess technically it's respawn time is up already. That ace did not come through for SUEC. Oh my gosh, they were looking pretty bad after they ganked bot lane, and then they just all came back up to life and rushed at Dragon, sorry, and capitalized. They did lose the Dragon, picking up all those kills and what little shutdowns they had, and the tower plates they're picking up here. As Hecarim's going to get dunked backwards away from the tower. He's going to try and chase Set, but that's not going to be worth it. So Set gets, what, 3 tower plates? And a sliver. He's like 1 auto from getting another tower plate up here in top lane. Bot lane picked up a tower plate. Malzahar's got 2 tower plates in mid lane. So gold definitely in favor of Stars United Esports Club right now. Being up, what, 2,500 gold? That is a lot at 11 minutes. I mean, quadra kill at 10 minutes, a dragon, and Misfortune didn't even do anything, just hit the R button. I'm just kidding, Perseverance. We know you're good. Okay. Ooh. So, back to CS in here. So, we discussed earlier how the Hecarim and the Poppy were being the focal points and the reason why the game was going the way that it was going. We'll see if Hecarim wants to try and continue doing the ganking here, as this bot lane, Misfortune, only tier 1 boots. Maybe wants to get tier 2 a little bit earlier so she can slip around in this bot lane, trying to dodge all the binds and the snares. As Hecarim and Seraphine look, maybe they'd be ganking. Oh, there's a teleport. Teleport. Malzahar, he's right here. He's just going to... Misfortune, Malzahar ult combo. You dead. Malzahar says, you stay right here, and Misfortune goes, you're dead. Okay. And looks like Wookiee Warrior trying to push him, maybe get a tower plate. There's the Ornn ultimate, and it's going to get and land on this. Now, Hecarim's going to ult in with the E. Pushback, can the shield help the Set? I don't think it's going to be enough. It does keep him to live as Misfortune and Bard, sorry. How many tower plates did they get down here in the bot lane? All of them? Oh, nope, just another one. So Poppy covering mid lane. All that was happening. Getting absolutely wrecked by Seraphine, though. And Malzahar shows up just in time to try and land the Voids. Nice Zonias or stopwatch there. The prevent. Oh, Goiter with the fadeaway. Silence with the kill. Bard showed up as well, pushing Hecarim off. This game is action-packed. We are 13 and a half minutes in, and we already have 14 kills. We've already had a quadra. Teleport plays galore from both teams. Just crazy. Crazy how some of these CEAL games happen. Nice W there. As tower plates fall, I think I laid down most of them for everyone for the gold totals. That means that we do see that, Swek has upgraded their gold total now to 3,000 gold up. First items are starting to come in for the carries. Nice combo on the Ornn on the set. And Hecarim's like, dude, you keep pushing, I'm going to come get you eventually. And he's going to have to go in here, and he's going to dunk right as Hecarim ease in. Excellent job on the side of Wookiee Warrior. And that means that Poppy is showing for the counter gank yet again. Oh, Hecarim's like, he's getting greedy. He's like, man, I got to get this kill. He's going to ult away. I will got to say that that is one of my favorite ults in the game is this skin on the Hecarim here as Morgana and Jhin are fighting down here in the bot lane trying to take out this Misfortune. There's the ultimate. She's going to have to flash out of that. Curtain call. Let's watch 1 and 2. Ooh, 3. Third shot. And Joe Killera takes down Perseverance. Dragon is now spawned in all this action, where I barely get time to talk, as the binding and root, jeez, it's so strong from this combo right here. It's almost like Caitlyn, Morgana, or other of those dual snare range champions. As Poppy's going to go in here and flashing out is the Seraphine. Excellent job by Tommy there, just get away from that gank as quickly as possible. And it's Malzahar's turn to just sort of push in. So Set has gone for a non-mythic item first item, Blade of the Rune King, which I think is really particularly nice because we do have the Bramble Vest on the side of Ornn, so you gotta have to, reduce that healing and pull up. Flash in by the Malzahar, and it's gonna be easy stun by Poppy into the wall. Not much you can do there with no flash on Seraphine. Wookiee Warrior is gonna take the first tower of the game here at 60 minutes. There's the Ornn ult, and it looks like Set's gonna actually block that, and Malzahar. Oh, Poppy says bye-bye, pony. But that means Morgana is now caught out, and right into the wall is Soul Reaver. Rocket Taco's actually stealing the kill because he's a bard with chimes. That didn't make a whole lot of sense, but it worked. As it looks like they are now going for Dragon number 2. Their first Dragon. It is Infernal here. And Jhin tries to snipe it with the W. Unsuccessful, but good attempt. And now Set is gone to mid lane. We'll see what he wants to do there. Is he just going to try and take the tower? He is. Okay, Wookiee Warrior does not care. Seraphine tries to get the ult. Ornn in the top lane getting pushing while Misfortune Bard down here trying to get the counter push. Poppy stealing over the Krugs, looking for the tower dive onto the Jhin. But here comes Morgana. Great ult by Bard, keeping it. Oh, can't get to the Morgana. He tried using the Gale Force to get to Morgana, but it was not close enough, as now Poppy's going to have to take the portal, get back out of there as the minions have died. Good attempt on the side of Joe Killera to get into Morgana's Black Shield range, but was just not quite close enough. Is a great dive setup on the side of SUEC. Okay. Seraphine is singing as she takes down the tower, but that's a straight ult for Malzahar with the silence, trying to prevent anything else. And there's another E just going to walk away like a boss because that's all that's needed from Malzahar's the Maleficent Visage. Set teleports down to River for some coverage and says, hey, while I'm down here, I'm going to take Shelly. whole team of stars is here with no mid laner and Jin down in the bot lane farming. This is going to be a pretty easy pickup for the club. Everyone's going to get their backs on. Let's go ahead and put up the gold totals on the screen. So if anyone wants to take a little peek-see at that, you can see. Okay, Dragon in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll see what happens going off for that one. So, you know, pretty much everyone on Stars United Esports Club has done a fairly good job. Right now, I'm just saying Soul Reaver has been the key, like I talked about how being the focus as it just seems like the plays coming out on the side of Ghostock Actual are not like layering their CC there properly or their damage just perfectly. As Wookiee's going to walk right into an Ornn here, and he's going to just dunk him right back in there, and he's not going to get the pull off as Ornn's going to go in there. But Bard, oh, nice flash by General Lee to escape that one. And there's the Q slow. Poppy looking for the speed up into knocking to the wall, not going to happen. But then there's the missed attempts like this. So like even the individual plays right now, it just seems like have you ever seemed like you're walking up and down stairs? Well, you make it to the top of the stairs, right? When you miss like 2 steps, and you know you make a fool of yourself, or that sort of happened. That's sort of what we're looking at right now. And with no ultimate, and on the this is just a dead set, right? Like he dead. Look how much damage he's doing. Gore Drinker was not enough. And here comes Shelly. This should be an easy tier 2. Teleport's going to come in, prevent the actual tower from going down. Nice job by Ornn. I think Misfortune and Bard probably would have taken it with the help of Poppy. So 1 minute until Dragon, and we will see how the teams want to set up for fight for that one. It is 14-7 in kills in favor of SUEC, 3-1 in towers. They are up 5,000 gold at 20 minutes. This is a pretty impressive gold lead right now for everyone on their side. And if they want to, you know, throw their weight around with their purses to show how much damage they can do in the next team fight, I would not be surprised at the Dragon fight if it went their way. But Hecarim does have 1,000 to spend. The problem, he's backing right now, and Dragon is spawning in 30 seconds. The vision control is going to be set up by the red team, and that means that it's going to be a lot harder for the Hecarim to get in there unless he wants to use his ult, because he's not running Flash this game. He is running Ghost, which is perfectly acceptable in that champion. It's just a stylistic choice, in my opinion, but it does make it harder to get in there. Ornn is in the top lane, pushing in to try and get a tier 1 tower, so no Ornn ult and no Ornn tank means that at best this is a 4v5. Now, we saw a ton of steals yesterday from the vodcast, so definitely watch that highlight reel on YouTube if you want, but it looks like it's just going to be handed straight over. Jin W was blocked by the Poppy so but it was pretty close. Another steal attempt. Ornn was able to take the tier 1 on the top lane, so trade a little bit of objectives is doing fine. It wasn't 3rd dragon or soul, so I mean it's just the 2nd dragon. And Poppy into the wall and knocked right up before, oh my gosh, Morgana ult, finished off with the Bard. It looks like Malzahar's going to be able to ult the Seraphine is in return, gets charmed, dance, but Misfortune got miss, and she killed her. What? Come on. Okay, so with the mid laner and the support dead, probably a Baron, right? Probably Baron. Set is ignoring Baron. It is taking down the Scuttle Crab. Wookie, you're wrong objective, my friend. Okay, so with Baron, let's see what they can do. They are up 6. We'll say, what, 6.2. We'll just say a flat 6 gold lead for SUEC. We'll try and do the math here at the end. Remind everyone in the chat, 6. We'll watch it at the end. All that is going to drop, though, if Orn does get that tower. So the gold, they're in the negative currently. Set's going to be looking to charge in here. Orn's just going to charge out. Malzahar does not have teleport. Has gone to the top wave. Bard clearing out vision around the red buff nicely. Trying to do a nice 1-3-1 here on the side of Stars. And we'll see how Ghostock Actual want to separate their people. Orn is backing while they have 4 members protecting this mid lane tier 2, which has like 100 health on it, right? How much does it actually have? 269. Nice. And we will see how that's going to matter. Nice word, pink word on the side of Set, seeing if anyone's going to come and help him. Malzahar pushing in the top wave, so all 3 waves being pushed right now, and Orn is trying to fight Set, but Set is not particularly caring. He's just sort of trying to battle the tower and the minions, trying to get as much damage down as possible. Malzahar is sort of doing the same in the top wave, with Seraphine trying to take out them, while we have a 3v3 here in mid. So the 1-3-1 is going great right now in favor of Stars, and they're just going to keep on slow, pushing their advantage, and it looks like maybe rotate down here onto the Orn. Ooh, missed pull-in by the Set. Misfortune is here, though, for the tower. So after taking the tier 2, here comes the Orn, and Set's going to dunk him into the backline and flash out. Poppy is just standing here waiting after the bind and does the double knock up with the hammer. And that just means that there's Hecarim and Orn here fighting 4 members of the side of GCA. Morgana shield on to Drokiller, the Jhin, who's actually out of mana, so he's just going to be auto-attacking. Sometimes that, the shots are not going to be in favor, as Seraphine taking the worst of the Malzahar damage, and Orn's going to go in, and Set's going to just tank as much damage as he can, and he's going to flash and die at the same time, or someone flashed. I heard it go off. Orn flashed, sorry. Set died. Okay, so that's 2 towers, 1 death. Malzahar probably going to be picking up this tier 2, right? This match has probably been pretty epic between Tommy and Goiner here at this tier 2 tower. We've been pretty much missing that out because of what happens. But, we will see. He didn't finish it. Goiner, you didn't finish the buff. Okay. And Baron is off right now, and that is just under an 8k gold lead, so 6 to 8, 2,000 gold plus on the side of SUEC in the Baron power play. So, yeah. Dragon spawning here in 27 seconds. This will be the 3rd dragon. We will see what happens as pink wards are coming up. Hand that over to the Jhin. Red buff now. Everyone's setting up here. It is level 13 to level 12 if we have a smite fight. Nice bind by the Morgana, but Poppy's pretty tanky. Also has an additional little shield going from the mountain as well. As Set is running down the lane. So Set is currently not here, and they're just going to hand it over. They just backed off entirely. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. So Malzahar looks like it's going to be doing the bot lane, and Set has gone top. That is the 2nd mountain on the side of SUEC. I mean, it's technically not the Soul Dragon, so if you're not in the point to positions, particularly that 8,000 gold difference, you really, the other team's completing tier 2nd items. You still have Orn's actually going to go in. Great ultimate by Poppy and Bard. Poppy, not ultimate, but the shield to prevent the engage from Orn, and the Bard ultimate to prevent the rest of the team from following up. The combination of those 2 champions really put a damper on the engage. Excellent job on the side of them. And now they're preventing the backs. Set is pushing nicely in the top lane. That's tier 2 going down. And Malzahar looks like pushing into that inhibitor. Backing off nicely is they're back to the 1-3-1 on the side of Sweck. excellent job at getting this done. I want to say that hopefully they've been practicing the 1-3-1 because it's been looking pretty clean here at getting all of their levels on all 3 points of the 1-3-1 done at the same time. You know, no one's like too far out by themselves, and they're making it pretty difficult for the hard engage that we just saw from the Hecarim and Ornn. So you know, they're looking really well right now at the moment. The 1-3-1 is set is going to go in. He is going to get knocked up, and he's going to sort of walk this one out as Hecarim's going to push into him, but he is set. He's pretty tanky and can heal himself up. We got some nice wards in the pit, in the, you know, Nexus. I like these wards that they have placed over the gates there to see people coming and going from Ghostock Actual. This has been a pretty clean 1-3-1 push, and sometimes in these communities games it's a little bit harder to get organized, but looking good. So Baron spawned here in now. We'll see if they fall back to that after this wave. It is a cannon wave, so maybe they want to get this one pushed in before they get a push in, or maybe they just want to keep them here, right? Keep them here, prevent them from getting any jungle, any vision whatsoever. There is a pink ward on the Ghostock Actual's blue buff, so they know if they walk that direction towards Baron. I mean, Bind's coming out, but it doesn't particularly matter because they can't really go chasing anywhere out of their base. They've been stuck in their base here for, what, 2 to 3 minutes? Yeah, because all the wards have been cleared off the map as they are looking to maybe rotate over to the Baron. Poppy going to be picking up the blue buff, maybe? Just so someone has it that's not on the enemy team. Nice vision cone sees 4 members of GCA pushing out. And they got some pink ward placement as well. Set has backed. He's picked up an item. We'll see if they want to set up. And we have a Baron fight here as they're now looking in. And Poppy's trying to bar up the Ornn in front. And there's the ultimate. Hits Morgana out of there, so there'll be no Black Shield. Hecarim gets ulted, so there's none of that either. Ornn's going to swing and a miss. That's a 3-man Bard ultimate with Set standing on the other end. Right into Misfortune ult as well. The Wombo combo on the side of Swek is doing its job as Seraphine's being chased down by Set, who's going to dunk into the back line. Finished with 1 auto and 2. Ornn's going to be teleporting to the base as Poppy slams her into the wall for the kill. Misfortune did die to that actually on the side of SUC, but it looks like this is going to be a pretty strong showing as with 4 members up, they're going to take down the first tower. I think they're going to maybe even try to end it. I mean, it's going to be close. I mean, let's see here. Morgana's up in 7 seconds. Hecarim's up now. Ornn doing his best job to try and prevent it, but he's going to get stunned against the tower. Poppy with the great ultimate. It's the W followed by Malzahar ultimate. I'm getting all my abilities mixed together as Set is focusing the towers, and he's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 into the towers, and he's using the Stormbreaker to get around, and he's just with the shield, throws everything out, area effect damage. Now Poppy's finishing it up, and Poppy's not going to finish it out, and the minions, I think, take down the Nexus. This is gonna be game for SUEC. I was not expecting to end that fast. I was pretty much expecting like after the game there or just to fall back to Baron, but they after that team fight they just took it and ram it home. So here are the final stats for you guys here up on the screen. Great job by the Bard there. 1, 0, and 12. Looking really nice. Pretty much everyone on the side of Stars United Esports Club doing their jobs for their particular roles and everything. We'll see that's pretty much just, as you can see, like a steady gold for the team for the red side there. We'll pull up the full statistics. You guys can sort of check them on out. And things just, I think, started off slightly wrong for, you know, it actually went fairly well. It was really that dragon fight where Misfortune got a quadra kill after Ghostock had actually gotten the air droid, because they had gotten a kill bot lane and then come over, took a relatively easy dragon, and they were all in the pit, and Misfortune just came over and dropped the bullet time on them, and it was done after that. After that point, it was really much full control on the side of Stars. So, excellent game 1. And I'm going to throw it over to an intermission while I get upset for game number 2. Okay, welcome everyone. This is game number 2 set up here. Pretty interesting that Stars United Esports Club, they being the lower seed, they get to pick side for game 2, and they chose to go with red side. So we're going to have a second game in a row with red for them. And other than, what, the Morgana is the only person on the same champion is going to be the support, looks like, on the side of GCA running the Morgana. Otherwise, we're going to have completely different champions. Now, this is going to be a Wookiee Warrior Shaco top special. And I guess Goiner is going to be playing the Irelia here in mid lane. But we'll get into that when we get into the match. But there's just the heads-up picks, bans, how everything went for these teams. So hopefully you guys like the team comp, see what you see there. I do like the set ban because that was pretty dominant on the side of Wookiee in game 1. But overall, I think looking good. So let's switch on over to the actual game, and we'll get it started. Hasagi! Okay, so this is game 2 of the Piltover playoff division, round 1 between Ghostock CasualEAL and Stars United Esports Club. See, I told you I'd mess it up. I always do. You would think that they've been in like CEAL like every season. You'd think that by now I would have know what this is, right? Okay, so as people go on to the list, so let's start up on top for the side of, you know, Ghostock CasualEAL. Top lane, we have General Lee on the Draven. We got Darius. Draven Jenner is on the Fiddlesticks jungle. Tommy playing Kale in the mid lane. Joe Killer, AD carry. Ezreal with Cyborg. Okay, maybe I should have taken like a 2-minute break to get my tongue untied because I can't say names right now. Cyborgon on the Morgana support. Wookiee Warrior, as I said, on the Shaco top lane. Soul Reaver on the Hecarim jungle this time. Goiner on mid lane. Irelia. And this is going to be Perseverances on the Kaisa. And Rocket Tacos is playing the Seraphine this game. Just go smooth everything out. It looks like we'll be having red starts from both the junglers. Okay, so we have a Darius versus Irelia in the mid lane. And Kale, and they're just going to swap. So, okay. So, I'm saying this is the swap. I'm just going to leave it here in the thing on the sheet. But just know that it looks like we're going to be having some lane shenanigans with both these teams. And if I am the... if I'm GCA, I would swap too. Right, I do not think that Irelia is a very good matchup for, or Irelia is a very hard matchup for Kale, particularly early on. And I would rather have Draven versus the Irelia than the Kale versus Irelia. So we will see and watch on how they want to swap around multiple times ago. But we will, you know, because I think you kind of want to put this, but the Shaco is just such a ridiculous champion to like have in lane anyway, and just a ridiculous champion as well. It's like if anyone knows me, one of my pet peeves in League of Legends is the weird untargetables. Sometimes it's really good to do. But sometimes it's just super annoying. Great bind in between the minions. Excellent job by the Morgana. So I hate like Fizzpole and Vladimir Pool. Any the weird blinks where you can dodge stuff is just completely annoying. But then, so I mean, like that right there, like Shaco's just like doing that just to try and like get, you know, the Darius to just walk over a trap, right? And it's just like, I hate playing the mind mini games. I just want to play champions and click on things that are actually there. LeBlanc's another one. I just really don't like it. So we'll see how these champions do in this, as going to be spending the mana as Hecarim has, you know, red down to blue side and is now doing clearing up clear. Got the bottom scuttle, and Fiddle got the mid scuttle. So the junglers in game 1 played such an important role, particularly in the early to early mid game. Hecarim versus the Fiddlesticks, they're going to be very different. I don't think they're going to be run into each other as much as they did in the first game. But I could be wrong. I thought the first game, it looks like Hecarim's going to go in here, and he's going to push the Morgana back because she put the Black Shield on the AD carry like a good support. But as a result, did not flash properly or quick enough to get out of Hecarim's pushback. So she is going to die for it, but rather you than the AD carry in that gank. So good job overall for both those teams. That instance, doing the best that you can. So even when you take the L, there are some moral victories in that. So we will see how the rest goes for the side of GCA down here in bot lane. Tommy having a rough go, gets ignited here in the top lane, and does die. Oh, that's rough. I mean, this is why you lane swapped, right? You lane swapped to get the Kayle away from the Irelia, and I think and now you're going to teleport back to top lane. I think you should just go back to, swapping. Just swap. Just push 2 waves, swap. Just push 2 waves, swap. Push 2 waves, swap. That's what you should be doing, I think, if you're on the side of GCA. And try and get them out of this matchup. Because Irelia is going to really hard push this Kayle matchup. Until I think Kayle gets to level 11. Then the range will start mattering. Seraphine does land one part of the E, but not the second. So no stun. Okay. Hecarim's seen on a ward with pings. Morgana's seen placed in a ward with pings. So everyone is being seen everywhere. And not actually a ward. Got seen by the Draven passive as Hecarim's going to push in. Does not have Ghost. And he's just trying to flash out. Okay. Never mind. He's just going to die. He was probably waiting for his laners to show up. And Hecarim doesn't have really where to go. Irelia's going to block to the left. Shaco's blocking to the right now. And Hecarim's going to... And see, this is what I'm talking about, right? Just like, Draven lane's like a nice combo. And then just like, Shaco's like, nope, you didn't get anything. So I'm just going to ult and you're no longer useful. And now it's just Shaco clone just like tower diving, right? Just like, he, I'm just going to pop my stupid boxes. And now you can't push up and get the cannon. And man... These champions are annoying. That's right, Seraphine. La la la. Clear the words. Well, game 2 is going pretty much where game 1 left off, being in favor of Stars United Esports Club here, with kills going over to the Hecarim and the Irelia. Bot lane looking strong for them as well, as Seraphine is keeping them healed up, and this one doing a little bit better job on the health department than the Bard did, but not as good. We'll see how good the ultis are out of Seraphine, because Bard landed some killer ults in game number 1, as we have Shaco placing a nice ward, and that's a bind onto the Hecarim, and this is going to be a dead Hecarim. He's going to try and E in, but it looks like he can drop to the Ignite. Never mind, an auto on the side, and there's a miss pull in by the Draven, and now we're just like, oh, like we're still dancing in front of this, and Fiddlesticks is going to draw and try, and he does get ignited by the Shaco, as now Perseverance is going to auto in, and double stun on the side of Seraphine, and there's the exhaust onto Morgana. Can she kill the Kai'Sa? She is not going to be able to. Double kill's going to come over, as Shaco's been fighting with the... This is what I'm talking about. General Lee is going absolutely nuts trying to deal with this freaking Shaco right now. He's going to blast cone over, and the Draven on the Fiddlesticks is going to walk down to tier 1 tower. Can Shaco Q and E in? He probably will, because he's Wookiee Warrior. Nope, he E's and then Q's out, because that's the crazy psychopath that he is. So we got 6-1 in kills, and Dragon somehow went... How did Dragon go over to Stars? Chat, tell me, because I was busy catching the kills. You had the Fiddlesticks in the pit with Smite. Hecarim wasn't there. Oh, that means Fiddle is going to be way far behind now as well. Level 4 to level 6 to the Hecarim. Hecarim's now up 2-1 kills. Seraphine Q. Oh, Feels bad. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, good job by Rocket Tacos getting the dragon, landing a couple of good combos there as oh my gosh, Draven. Fiddle picking up red buff. Okay, so, oof. We're up now 4.6k. And Hecarim's going to be looking to... Does get slowed with the Q. Bind's going to miss. Same with the silence. Just following the Hecarim, who's trying to get some deep vision in. And Aurelia is just up top. Let's see here. Aurelia 83 to 62 in CS. Now, Shaco is down a whole bunch of CS, but I don't think that particularly matters for the AP Shaco build, right? Like, he's just more of a nuisance than an actual, like, lane-dominant champion anyway. And because of that, it's just what it goes, right? So, Hecarim up being CS and the Kai'Sa up in CS. Those are the key ones. Seraphine takes a bind there in the pit. She gets some privacy time. Reflects on the fact that she took the last dragon. Ezreal ease in, tries to land a nice combo onto the Kai'Sa. Nice bind by Morgana, and Seraphine lands the charm, but it's not going to matter because Joe Killer lands the QR combo, taking down the support. And now we have Shaco putting the fear into the KO, who's just trying to come over, protect the blue. And there's the ult from... No? Got canceled. Excellent job by Soul Reaver on the Hecarim to cancel out the ultimate on the side of the Fiddlesticks. He wasn't able to get the charge off. Meant he wasn't able to follow up. This means that Hecarim's going to be picking up Shelly. Right? Yep. Well, Irelia pushes in the top lane. And once again, Shaco does not care at all about what's happening in his lane as long as he's not handing over too many tower plates. Draven is looking maybe to get some more down on the bottom half of the map, so he's not even pushing in that. Darius. Draven is the jungler for Ghostock Actual. Darius is the top laner in mid lane for Ghostock Actual. I'm butchering this way too many often here. Shaco's going to go in and just... It's not even really go in. Is Hecarim now. And there's the Ignite, so he's not going to be healing on the next Q. As Hecarim is just layering all the damage. And now they're just waiting for the minions. Oh, no, he is going to spawn it. That's interesting. Surprised you don't take that down to bot lane, Soul. Put that on your carry. I mean, I know it's good to get as much gold on your team as possible. And we'll see where it's at after this charge and where the tower plates all go. Pick that up here. So Aurelia's gotten 2 tower plates in the top lane. Shaco and Hecarim now have gotten, 3 for the Aurelia in top lane, 2 for the mid lane and the jungler here. And looks like Seraphine and Kai'Sa have gotten 2 down there. And that's Aurelia doing Aurelia things. Well, Darius is the only one to pick up tower plates on the side of GCA. Oh, never mind. Ezreal Morgana has picked up a tower plate as well. So Dragon in 24 seconds. Shaco has teleport. Darius has teleport. Kayle has teleport. Kayle is level 8 now. And it looks like Fiddlesticks is clearing out some vision here in top wave. But it's a level 7 Fiddlesticks to a level 10 Aurelia. And he missed the ult and misses everything. There's the silence and the fear. Goiner, you're going back to base. Oh my gosh, Shaco, you live with the ridiculously small amount of health. And with the jungler just being top lanes, I guess that means Hecarim just starts this on spawn, looks like. I mean, Seraphine clearing out some wards, same with the Kai'Sa. Ezreal coming out. It hits a whole lot of things, but doesn't kill the dragon, and that's an easy smite for the pony. Extra movement speed's always nice when you're playing Hecarim. And we're going to have an Ocean Soul. I bet generally it's just like, I'm done with these mother flipping boxes. So done with the boxes as Hecarim tower dives, does pick up the kill onto Ezreal. I feel so bad for Generally right now. He just flash autos and the Shaco dies, but he flashed right onto a box. That's so annoying. He's gonna die. He gets executed? Darius doesn't even get a kill for that? That's bogus right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wookie, but that kill deserves to be put on Mr. Draven. Draven did all the work. Minions should not have gotten executed. That should have been one kill in the Darius's pocket there. So all of the luck and all of the gold, being up 4,000 out in 14 minutes, is going over to SUEC. And the first tower as well. Same with the first two dragons. So Stars United Esports Club looking like stars as Kale's going to get pushed back in tower. She is going to try and go for the ultimate, prevent any of the damage, but Hecarim doesn't particularly care about that. Kais is going to try and come in here, and if Pop's ultimate, Hecarim does not have ultimate. He's just chasing down, and Kale is level 10. Heal comes out from Kaisa to try and finish that one up, but it's going to go down. Flashing in with the Q, and the heal from on the side of Kale, keeping her alive. Excellent job. And the 1v2 as Aurelia is getting focused up here in the top lane here. Oh, great counter right before. Oh, that was dirty, Goiner, as you used the jump, but too bad there are 4 people to take you down the rest of the way. As I say, Fiddlesticks going immobile, and right before jumps in, dashes right out. Shaco is going to be trying to take down the mid-tier 1 tower here as Kale almost now is level 11. That extended range should be able to start fighting in these games. Considering only down 20 CS, great flash in on the side of Kale. 1 auto, 2 auto, 3 auto. Can we get a 4th one for the kill? Heal for the speed up, heal for the speed up, heal for the speed up. There's the speed up, and there's the kill. Double kill over to Tommy. Looking rough in the early game, but now picked up 3 kills within the last 2 minutes of the game. This Kale is now starting to turn online. Got 1 item. As soon as Kale gets a 2nd, 3rd item, we're going to start to see this hyper carry carrying. And Stars, being the fact that they were up, 4,000 gold at 14 minutes, are now only up 2,500 gold 2 minutes later. So, looking really good now for GCA. Starting to build that comeback, starting to get back into great position here. Between Fiddlesticks and the noises and the fake Fiddlesticks is all over the map, and the Shaco boxes and fake Shaco clones. It's going to be annoying here as get some damage down onto Fiddle. He's going to be able to heal that one up, though. Aurelia takes another tower, this time down in the bot lane. I think this is the 2nd tower she's getting as, Susan. Rift Herald number 2 being taken. And apparently Directed Cam doesn't want to watch the jungler take the freaking Rift Herald. He'd just rather watch the AD carry just roam around in the river. Nice job by the Hecarim. And there are more boxes just causing chaos across the map. So where will they take the... I mean, he took the first one mid lane, and I guess if you want to just knock this tower down, Seraphine Lance stun. I guess you could take it mid again. Or do you save it? Probably should recommend saving it for another 30 seconds. And then drop it and make the enemy team actually make a decision about, the Rift Herald versus getting Dragon. It is, Ocean Dragon. Be the 3rd one going over to Stars. Don't know if that's going to be enough. Aurelia's going to go down the bot line, make sure that wave is pushing. Shaco got top wave pushing, is now going to back. He does have teleport. Darius does not have teleport, though. Darius Draven. Darius is the top laner. How much you got? 40 seconds left. So he's not going to have that. Okay. We're down here. Is the Hecarim going to spawn it down here? Or what's he do? He's pushing with Aurelia. He is going to spawn it down here in the bot lane as Shaco's going to queue in here. Nice bind here. And Shaco's just going all in and onto the But I mean, Ezreal dies, but Hecarim's now going to Ashen and the ult over, take out the AD carry. There's Irelia into the backline as well with Kai'Sa in the front, and there goes in. Fiddlesticks finally gets off a birthday surprise party. He's going to try and get off as much out as, but it's knocking him out. Double kill over to the Kai'Sa to take that one down, and Darius is going to blast count over, and he's going to prevent the charge. He is not. That means this is going to be Dragon number 3 going over the Stars United Esports Club, and they are going to be able to take Tier 1 in mid lane. Poor Ezreal. I mean, Shaco comes in out of nowhere to nearly kill you, and then you get Kayle ult to save your life. And as soon as that's over, Hecarim just pushes you and then ults you, right? Like, you didn't get a chance for that at all. And then as soon as they're like, okay, our AD carry is dead, let's set up to try and protect the Redrag, and comes the flank of the side of the Irelia. So, as soon as they tried to go forward onto the enemy AD carry, it didn't matter because their whole backline was gone. The really awkward delayed engages was just enough to like set everything up. No one was able to fully get in onto the Kai'Sa and take her down. She's now 4-1-2. So Perseverance doing the AD carry's job. Dealt a lot of, I'm going to guess, dealt a lot of damage in that last team fight as well. I don't get to do team fight damage breakdowns. Well, the gold lead was down to almost 2,000 for GCA, or only being down 2,000, but it's now back up to nearly 5,000. Or we got like 4.7, 4.6. So it was at 4 to 5, then it dropped back down to 2, now it's back up to 4. I think there's a point where Kayle actually, though, can, with the range, fight the Irelia. Now, I didn't say win, I said fight. I'm not exactly sure. Also, I'm not sure if Kale's supposed to be going the shield bow, Phantom Dancer. I like the Phantom Dancer, the attack speed, and there's the nice blockage, but there's the ultimates for both the laners. They're trying to finish one off, but a 3v1 is always going to be in favor of the team with 3. And Hecarim showing up down here as well. He was part of the 3. This is going to be pretty easy tier 2 for them, as no one's down here to defend it. No one's pushing mid lane here, as Morgana and Fiddlesticks are controlling in the bot lane, making sure that doesn't get pushed in and take it. They have yet to take a tower in this game. It's 4-0 in towers in favor of Stars, 15-8 in kills, and it's looking like a really strong performance here in the playoffs. Okay, your GCA, what do? I mean, Kayle is your, like, late super scaler, right? You just have to delay for another, what, 10 minutes before she gets, like, a third item? I mean, hopefully not 10 minutes, but, like, does Kayle need 5 or 6 items? I don't know. So, I mean... Shaco's just being annoying right now. Hecarim's going to ghost in, or just ult in, sorry. And the boxes are going to take down the Fiddle. Kai'Sa's here as well, trying to get some damage in. And Irelia's back into the split push. The problem is you got to stop chasing the Shaco. Like, I mean, the 1-3-1 coming out of this team comp that Stars is running compared to last game is drastically different on how it's, like, it engages in team fights. And as a result, you have to kind of play it differently. There's the ult from Seraphine with the Ezreal ult on top of it, going the other direction and try to excuse Morgana's gone too far forward, and she's going to be taken down. At some point, don't you just put, like... I mean, Kayle has teleport. You just leave Kayle in bot lane. And you just don't push up. You don't chase the Shaco. You just push the minions. And if Shaco's running around in your jungle and shit, you just drop a ton of wards in the top half of the map. Or if you want to be actually safe, because Dragon is spawning here in 50 seconds. and you want to make sure they don't get Ocean Soul, you drop all your vision in the bottom half of the map, and you just let Shaco do stupid shit, and then you don't do anything about it, right? You just like let Shaco do his dumb thing. Heck, you can even have just like Ezreal. Put Ezreal in the side lane against Shaco, right? Because Shaco's going to do dumb thing. Ezreal's just going to farm. He can ult from across the edge and just try and let him do a split push. Because you want to make sure that whoever's going up against the Irelia, I think, is the real key. Right? You need to be able to survive versus Irelia. Shaco's not much of a threat. As you get a bind into a pull, but then he just does Shaco things, right? He ults and then Q's out, and he's like, aha, can't do anything about this, can you? As he's trying to just do explode so he can get the box. Kayle finally does get the bot lane. Now you should probably be setting up for the Dragon Heal, but Kayle is backing. Fiddlesticks goes in for the surprise to his team because no one was there. Kayle is now teleporting to the bot lane minions that are near the tier 2. Darius is pushing up here. Ezreal ult comes across. That's not going to be enough here. Looking to go for the steal, but there's the Relia ult onto the Darius. Is finish off and ult onto Kayle. This means he's going to go down. It's going to be Dragon going over to the Heck Room as the rest of the team fight is happening here in the pit. As everything being finished off on the left and the right hand side, Ezreal is going to have to bounce his way out. As Shaco is there as well, waiting for him on the other side with the Morgana. And Heckram's going to Ghost and E his way in, trying to deal as much damage as possible. And Shaco blast cones over to get into the backline. Morgana ult finally comes out, but Shaco's going to try and do that. Ooh, long range W from Perseverance is going to take down the Morgana. Stupid boxes. Oh. It was a good attempt, I think, out on the side of GCA. Just the problem is Morgana wasn't able to get over, and the Fiddlesticks burnt ult while trying to fight for vision control, and they just weren't able to fully layer everything on top of them. It's Joe Killer just died to a box and red buff. I'm so sorry, Joe. Oh, that's brutal. He's just trying to get red buff while their enemy team's getting Baron, and oh. Okay, Shaco's teleporting top. It looks like, well, maybe we'll see maybe a 4-1. But knowing how well Stars executed the 1-3-1 in game 1, I would not be surprised if they went back to it, putting Irelia in the bot lane. Yep. She's going to clear out vision on her way. And Shaco in the split push is annoying, but it's whatever. Heckram's going to come over here just to help deal some damage. Just... Heckram going to tower dive. Kill goes over to the Shaco because boxes are stupid. Right, so this is the hard part. You have to have patience and perseverance to deal with Shaco. And consistently on these weird split pushers, it's just about, slowly controlling it. Against Baron and the 4 people, it's really hard right now as in goes Fiddlesticks, but he's going to get pushed out fairly easily with no one really fighting him. Great, but the Kayle ult on top of the Zhonya's meant that they were not layered properly, and it's just overwhelmed. The Fiddles finally takes one down as Shaco's gone to mid lane. He'd say, well, take down that tower. Irelia is taking down the tower in the bottom lane. Flash in is the Kayle, trying to get in onto the Seraphine and the Kai'Sa. Trying to fist one. Kai'Sa's going to ult in and take down Kayle. There's the carry. As Morgana lands upon him, it's not going to particularly matter. Ezreal's in the base trying to do everything here as we fade down here as Shaco and Irelia have taken the bottom inhibitor as well. And now Irelia is going to go in onto Ezreal because you're level 15 to level 10. It's not going to particularly matter. And Shaco's now just going to ult again because that thing's got 0 cooldown whatsoever. He has gone golden against the Draven here, or Darius, sorry, because Draven's the jungler here as they're trying to fight it on out against the Baron empowered minions, but it's not going to particularly matter as Seraphine's taking terror as Kai'Sa's the one dealing all the damage with everyone dead but Jungle Fiddlesticks. This likes it's going to be a 2-0 for Stars United Esports Club. Well, that game got very out of hand. that was a mess of a game 2 to cast. It was Stars United Esports Club definitely doing their jobs right? But I really like GCA's original thought, get Kale out of the lane against Aurelia, and I think if they would have just kept lane swapping, like just hard push the wave, leave, I think they could have had a way better opportunity to use this comp. Kale was nearly getting there, and I think this is an outside perspective only. So if this is wrong from the teams, just you can go ahead and yell at me. But it seemed like they kind of got the frustration from going up against the Shaco and the weird split pushing that was happening. Really kind of like, I don't want to say broke them mentally, but it frustrated them to the point where they weren't focused properly. We saw on that engage at the very end there, where Fiddlesticks got a nice kind of engage with his ultimate or whatever, and as he's coming back out from the back to the tower, Kale drops the ultimate on Fiddlesticks. So which is fine, but then Fiddlesticks Zonias. So I mean, if you would have let the Kale finish and then Zonias, that would have been perfect. Or Zonias while you're in the enemy team with your ult running, that would have actually been better. And then on your way out, you could have gotten Kale ulted, so they were just dumping damage onto no one. But it's just sometimes it's the smallest plays like that just kind of, if you're a little frustrated and you're not thinking the most clear, it's definitely going through. I think the comp has a ton of potential on the side of GCA. It's just sort of they just sort of ran into a brick wall, and the Hecarim was able to run around. Aurelia was doing nice things off in the solo lanes, and there was no real pressure on the Kai'Sa or the Seraphine. If you look at their scores, 11, 1, and 3 on the Kai'Sa, and 0, 2, and 16 on the Seraphine. The bot lane just felt no real threat from the enemy team at any moment to really die overall, and you can see that by the overall objectives taken as well. So really good side of this match from Stars United Esports Club. Both of their games here, the graphs pretty much look like this, right? Straight down in favor of them, and they definitely showed a really good 1-3-1 style in later half of both of these games. So congratulations to them. They'll be moving on to the semifinals. Ghostock Actual, thanks for playing this season. I know it's kind of disappointing the way that it turned out, and I know you guys feel that this wasn't your best performance of the season because you guys were the 3 seeds. So hopefully you will be around for next season. This will be up on YouTube, so if you're watching it already here on YouTube, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out our other playlists for all the other divisions. All of their regular season matches and all the playoff matches are being posted there as well. Don't forget to check out our highlights playlist as well, as we've seen a lot of great plays this season, and they are there as well, and from a couple from some past seasons as well are in the highlights. Watch the Discord for more information coming out about this season and next seasons, and our off-season events that we'll be having as well. There's a Twitter and a Facebook, and all of our social medias contact as well. So like, comment, subscribe, follow, and do all of those types of things. I want to thank you all for enjoying this lovely Wednesday afternoon with myself. This has been the AML, your host, and you guys all have a good day.